occasion where we are witnessing and commissioning awardees under the competitive research grants and award of scholarships for masters and PhDs under the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project. It's about time we got started. Allow me to recognize here with us a number of dignitaries. But before I do that, looking at our schedule for the day, allow me request us to start off with the national anthem, the East African anthem. We will also have a word of prayer. Yes, we had a word of prayer during, as we went for our tea, but does no harm to have another word of prayer to lead us through this morning successfully. After which we'll do quick introductions of teams that are here. These will be clustered. And the remarks to be delivered today will be coming in from the Director General National Agricultural Research Organization. We'll also have remarks from the National Project Coordinator for the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project, who is already here with us. We also have a speech that will be delivered by a representative of the principal investigators, and then a representative of the students. The representative of the students will speak on behalf of both the masters and the PhDs. After which we'll have remarks from a representative from the World Bank, who have already joined us. And then the permanent secretary also is here with us. The chair governing council, Naro, is here with us. And then the chief guest for this morning's occasion is Honorable Chakulaga Fred Wino, the Minister of State for Agriculture, who is already on his way and should be getting here in a short while. And to crown it up, this morning we'll have a symbolic launch and award ceremony, after which we'll do some quick photos. And before you leave, you'll be invited to lunch, and we'll call it a good morning. So for now, may I request that we be upstanding for the anthems. We are set to go. Let's do an anthem. Sorry, Ugandan anthem. Ugandan anthem first. Oh, Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future united for liberty together we all stand. East Africa.
Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
A word of prayer to be led by a volunteer. Word of prayer. We have house Ajuman.
Good morning. Let's humble ourselves for the word of prayer. Father, I want to thank you for this wonderful day that you've made. We thank you for
We can take our seats. Thank you so much. Yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen, to most welcome all of you to this auspicious occasion where we are awarding climate smart competitive research grants and scholarships. Allow me do recognition of some of the guests we have here. And I'll start with a team from the ministry that is here with us, representing the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture and Mining Industry, Dr. Henry Nakalet Polot. Commissioner, you're most welcome. Let's give him a round of applause. Still from the ministry, we have the National Project Coordinator for the Climate Smart Project, Engineer Okany. You're most welcome, Engineer Okanya, for this engagement. Allow me to recognize the team from the World Bank. I know that we have the TTL from the World Bank. Ami, you're most welcome. Let's give her a round of applause. Dr. John, you're most welcome, please. Good to have you here. And also from the National Agricultural Research Organization, we have the Chair Governing Council, Dr. William Olaho Mukani, here with us. I also see a member of the council here with us, Chair for Finance, Mr. Kenneth Katungisa. You're most welcome, sir. Good to have you here. Allow me to recognize the other directors from NARO. We have the Deputy Director General in charge research, Dr. Swidik Mugerwa, here with us. We have the Director Human Resource, Mr. Mark Seremba. Good to have you here. We have the Director Finance, Mr. Julius Tejike. And of course, we have a host of directors of institutes that are here with us. All the directors of institutes for NARO, may I request you to kindly stand up and wave to the people. Directors of research, there they are, Dr. Muzira at the end there. Our host, Dr. Titus Alichai, is doing a pretty job. Dr. Mwesugwa, you're most welcome as well. Good to have you here. The team from the Climate Smart Agricultural Project Coordination at NARO, Dr. Damali is here with us as the coordinator. Good to have you here. You could stand up and they see you because they need to know who is coordinating these things. There she is. But on the side of the grants, we have the head of grants, Dr. Hilary, who is here with us. A round of applause for him. And in a special way, allow me to recognize all the representatives of the universities that are here with us. We invited a number of universities. Our colleagues representing vice chancellors for universities kindly stand up for recognition. There they are. Let's give them a big round of applause. Like we always say, there is no research in any field to talk about if you don't engage the academia. The two move hand in hand. Allow me also recognize teams from the other partners we work with, different organizations that are here. If you're representing a particular organization and you're here, please stand up for recognition and wave to us. There they are. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for turning up. And of course, the reason why we are here today, allow me to recognize the awardees for the competitive research grants. Are we here? Can you stand up for recognition? Besides the students, let's start with the competitive research grants. Aha, very successful. You will later learn to know that you're very privileged to be among the few to be on this cohort. We congratulate you. May I request the master's and PhD students as well to stand up for recognition now. There they are. Thank you for turning up. Good to have you here. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, allow me swing straight into our first delivery for this morning, and pleased to officially welcome us to this occasion and lay ground for our engagement this morning. Please join me in welcoming the Director General, National Agricultural Research Organization, Dr. Yona Baguma. Yo, Ale, I know it is a celebratory mood, but we will get there.
Yeah, thanks so much. The Chair and National Governing Council and members of the Council, the leadership of MAIF, here led by the PS, the leadership of World Bank, the leadership of the project, colleagues from NARO, representatives from development partners and universities, grantees and awardees, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the leader of innovations in this country, and that is NARO, that is innovating to fight the four securities: the security on food and feed, the security on environment, the security on health, and the security on generally on economic situation of the country, and put together the national security. And as we do so as NARO, we are focused on the key national and global challenges. And one of these at present time is climate change. And as we focus on climate change, the government has invested with the support from World Bank to help NARO and partners innovate to overcome the ravages, the damage of climate change to humanity and his environment. We are glad that today we are here to launch the 24 projects and to launch and commission and flag off the successful students for both master's and PhD to innovate to help NARO and the country continue generating solutions to fight the damage being caused by climate change. May we then join hands to congratulate and thank the government of Uganda for that support. And also at the same time, join hands, thank and congratulate the World Bank for that support. Count yourselves lucky. And why lucky? We received a total of 165 applications competing for possible support to be granted support to undertake research under the competitive grant window. Through a very rigorous process from compliance to selection, we have been able now to come up with only 24 projects that are going to be awarded this morning. So congratulations to the grantees. You are the best among the best. But that puts a heavy weight on you. And we as a country, we expect a lot from you. Because as a country, we want solutions that will help to overcome the effects of this climate change. We cannot innovate without the human capacity. And for that, the country decided that part of this investment should be put to build the human component, both at master's level and at PhD level. I'm glad to report to you that for the PhDs, we received a total of 228 applications. And of these, 64 were led by females. Today, we are so glad and happy that 23 of these are being awarded. So congratulations to the 23 that are emerging as winners. For the masters, ladies and gentlemen, we were able to receive a total of 259 applications. And of these, 98 were led by females. We are glad that this morning we are going to award the 40 successful for the master's students. So congratulations to you all. These competitive grants projects, they are basically under the four main broad themes. In the crop value chains, in the livestock value chains, in the fisheries value chains, and in the cross-cutting areas. And by the cross-cutting areas, it spans from machinery through the environment to new tools, including artificial intelligence and many others that have the power to rapidly turn around solutions to be able to manage the effect of climate change. When it comes to this graduate student studies, they span from the basic sciences, breeding, genomics, through management, through diagnostics, up to the tail end of post-harvest and waste management. All of this is intended for us to address the challenges of climate change in a holistic sense. We want to congratulate you and prepare you for a task ahead. For the grantees for research, you have only one end point, and that point are technologies, innovations that will address the four securities amidst climate change. And for the students, the end point is not a degree. The end point is for you to get that training and skilling that will help you to deliver the desired impact in those areas. We therefore want to prepare you as students to know that as a student you have one duty: to focus on your studies, to focus on your studies, to focus on your studies, and emerge as that grounded student, grounded product that this country desires to have, that will help deliver the desired impact. Ahead of us, NARO and the universities, we pledge to give you support, but we also look forward to your cooperation and your commitment to pull through these studies up to the end. For the grantees on CGS, again, we pledge to give you support, and we look forward to those products that will add on the bank of technologies that we have as NARO. Beyond today, there are so many steps that will follow. For the grantees, there will be a moment for signing grant agreements with you as a sign of commitment from either side. For the students, with the guidance of the leadership of universities, we expect you to start interfacing with your supervisors, to start penetrating your studies, and to start collect your data, and prepare to start writing your theses so that you're able to conclude and deliver your studies on time. We want to urge you, both for the grantees for research and the students, to operate on time and on budget. We are time-bound, the project is time-bound, we have limited time. And we want you to make sure that you focus and conclude this within the allotted time. On behalf of NARO, I pledge you commitment. And on behalf of government, we pledge you support. And as a government, we expect a lot from you. For God and my country, I wish you the best.
Let's give the DJ another round of applause. If you didn't know, his position gave him the vantage point of ensuring that this process is well done to satisfaction, and that he guided the process of these awards to his able ability. So we need to give him a round of applause, as among the very few of those that went through that very tight sieve to get this to this level. Indeed, having more than 200 applicants, and you end up with about 40, 20 for each category, it means the process was rigorous, as it could be. So I want to thank you so much, DG, for the guidance and bringing us this far. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my honor to invite the National Project Coordinator for the Uganda Climate Smart Project to come and speak to us. Engineer Okanya Boniface. Let's give him a
the representative of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture, other invited dignitaries, World Bank, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to take you through to a brief of the core and the gist. I would say it is a gist that is hosting us here. That is the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project. This project is a 6-year project. We have already spent 2 years. It is a World Bank funded project, and it is 354 million US dollars. 350 are the funds that are coming directly from World Bank. And then the 4.7 million US dollars is the co-funding the government of Uganda is providing. The project covers 69 districts. These are the districts which are benefiting directly, but there are also a number of indirect beneficiaries covering the entire areas of the country. So they are directly benefiting districts and then indirectly benefiting districts. And one of the indirect benefits that cuts across both direct project districts and then indirect project districts is why we are here today. Research will not be limiting it to only the districts where the project is resident, but the research covers entirely the whole country, and it is for both local and international. So our research should be very competitive. It should not only benefit us locally here, we should be able to compete together with the other researchers internationally. Today's ceremony marks the major step, just like the DG gave elaborate details of both the research and the CRGs, that is masters and PhDs. There were quite a number of applicants, which we cannot run the list here, but among us yourselves, you know that you've been competing through a number of people who also wished to benefit from this project or from these funds that will help us improve the country's agriculture sector, but also it improves on our livelihoods directly. As you know, agriculture employs over 85%, and out of that, we have over 68% are women. And I'm very happy that in these awardees, I see women emerged among the key beneficiaries. Let's congratulate the women for competing with us men. I think next time DG would be very happy to see that the women take a biggest percentage, because they are the ones who are the core drivers of our labor in agriculture. This specific research is under component 1. And that's why we are promoting improvement in the technologies, improving ourselves, that is in skills development and knowledge. You will be remembering that we have been importing expertise in some of the areas. And then if you look at what the expertise come and do, is something that we should have either benefited directly from the expertise for a short time, and then you take over. You have seen now in our local market, some of the expertise, you may even be having knowledge more than what the expertise is providing. So why don't we get those skills and be able to provide, boost our economy so that we're able to promote and reduce the importation. Specifically, what is worrying that you find even food we're importing, and yet initially we used to be the food basket in Africa. Just like DG alluded, you are seeing rice we're importing from Tanzania. Why don't we improve? Why don't we research so that we provide better varieties that should be able to withstand the current weather conditions? My major other thing that I wanted to mention here is that the grantees, out of 70, we only have 24. That represents transits to 33.3. It means we are not even halfway of what we need. And yet some of these technologies we need to be plowed back, to be deployed, because the project is climate smart. People call it climate smartness. Okay? So in these technologies, we should be able now to plow them back, deploy them, such that during the project cycle, the communities, or we should be benefiting from your research. So if you did well, you will find that the next time it is much easier for you to excel. You will remember that when you submitted your applications, I think most of us didn't support you in writing your applications. Although we tried to receive some of the calls, but we said, please, there is a sieving process. Follow a sieving process. We want the best among the best, because this area is not an area where you do shortcuts. Because if you do shortcuts, it means even the research will be a shortcut. On the other side, you will find that the person who's supposed to finish masters in 2 years will end up finishing masters in 4 years. And recall that for us, it's only if the masters is 2 years, we are funding specifically the entire 2 years. Don't spread the 2 years in the next 4 years. If we sign the MOU with you today, you know that 2 years from now, you should be submitting for us. What do we need? We need a completion certificate or your degree. Okay? So don't go and relax that my supervisor has traveled to Maputo. He has told me that he will be back in 3 months. Oh, I have sent my laptop to the technician, but he lost, and my research was on it. So please, let's remove those tricks. We still have a lot to do with you. And if you close the gap, if you do it in the shortest time possible, you will do quite a lot. This is just the beginning. Why don't you keep within the circle? Okay? You should be able now to know that those who are doing the research, who are not even in direct employment, you should be now counting yourself that if you have been fighting to join NARO, a team of experts, or join the ministry, a team of other experts, you would count yourself lucky that you have already joined. Okay? should count yourself, you're already part of us. So the best you can do is to excel. And when you excel, we shall not drop you, because your products will speak for themselves. I do not want to take a lot of time, because we have quite a number of other dignitaries, and the program is already aligned. I just wanted to wish to tell ourselves as Ugandan that we congratulate and thank World Bank for being one of our key partners from time immemorial. We have benefited from a number of projects. In fact, MC, that one is not a clap for a person who's providing you all those resources. There should be a special clap. You get? MC, can we provide a special clap to the World Bank Group?
Okay, we're going to do this. We say, asante sana. Yongeza tena.
And to ourselves as Ugandans for writing the most competitive projects. Because this project was not only competitive, it's not only competitive in Uganda, it's worldwide. Until when Washington realized that the ideas that we put together from a concept, proposal, and the rest to become a bankable project. So we thank ourselves. So the team implementing with us the project, please, let's move faster. We lost already 2 years. You've seen this, the awardees and the ceremony of today should have happened 2 years back. Would be now doing the second or the third lot. But we're just beginning, and you are seeing the period ahead of us is shorter. So it means that we have to move fast. If you are implementing, whether you're a service provider, please, let's join hands and deliver these projects, because we need to have a core and a permanent support with World Bank so that the project delivers the results that we already intended. I once again thank the DG and the team, together with the team you assigned to me in implementing the project. It is a team of dedicated experts. They are all the time with us. Where we delay a bit, they are all the time knocking. So I thank the team that you assigned to work with us, right from the directors that you assigned. I also recognize and thank the ministry team that please let's speed up and implement the project within schedule so that we provide Ugandans what they require. I thank the coordinating team. There's NPCU. NPCU, can you rise up? Yes. Alex here is my deputy project coordinator, but he's also assistant commissioner, M&E in the ministry. The others are also the staff. There's M&E staff that is Opolot the aggressors. And then there's the lady that is also from the side of Naro, but she's very useful for us in our NPCU desk. I once again thank the whole team and wish to congratulate those who have emerged among the rest of the other applicants, but also request you to encourage or to support and also work closely with those other applicants, either in the next call-off, which has already been launched, or it might also be in other sectors, so that we're able to generate a wealth of knowledge that will be able to use this to support our community, to improve the well-being and the livelihood of our local population here. Thank you so much. And I wish everybody a successful ceremony. Thank you.
Let's give the National Project Coordinator another round of applause. So as we move on, you're getting to know who matter if you're talking about the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project. Engineer Okanya Boniface, he did tell you, but he's also the Commissioner, Agricultural Infrastructure, Mechanization, and Water for Agricultural Production at the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. Let's give him another round of applause. Allow me, yes, recognize this deputy, but allow me recognize him in a special way once again. Mr. Alex Asimwe, please stand up for recognition. That is his deputy under this project. But also from World Bank, I saw Dr. Loga Okello, who is here with us also. Kindly stand up for recognition. A round of applause for her. And we also have Dr. Cyprian Ebong, one of the reviewers for these projects. Let's give him a special round of applause. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your wisdom through this process. Allow me to recognize the value chain leads. We have here Mr. Deyongera Joffre, who is the value chain lead for fisheries. Thank you. And of course, the commissioner representing the permanent secretary is also the value chain lead for the crop value chain. Let's give him a round of applause, Dr. Henry Nakalet. They do a good job to ensure that this project is on course and we are moving as planned. Like you've heard, it's quite a massive investment from the World Bank and the government of Uganda. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like us to move to our next agenda, and that is to listen from our principal investigators, and to represent the colleague principal investigators is Dr. Esuma Williams. Dr. Esuma, you're most welcome. Let's welcome him with a round of applause. Let's hear how enthralled they are and what they are going to do.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to stand on the protocol that has been well laid down and say welcome to all of you. I want to start with a statement I felt I should make last. And it's a happy statement that after a quick interaction with all the PIs, some of them I only met them a few minutes ago, I can let you know that they have unanimously, all of them have accepted the award you have given to them. So I wanted to start with that. And on that note, I really want to express our gratitude, foremost, to the visionaries behind this project. Many times when projects come, what people want to see is food on the plate. But we know that that food comes from research. So for you to put a research as a component of such a big project, we thought this is a credit to all of you who thought behind that, because you have unlocked a pathway for us to innovate through research and bring better results for our country and beyond. So thank you very much on that note. And we also want to express our sincere thanks to the team that was put to manage the proposal process, right from application, the review process, and to the award process. DG and you, Commissioner, I can confirm to you that many of these PIs felt dissected when they interfaced with Dr. Cyprian Ebong and his team, because those were challenging questions, but they were meant to make us realize that we could package a better case worthy of investments at a national level. So I can let you know, as you realize from the project selected, that what you finally came up with was something worthy of World Bank funding projects. And we thank you for that, because during our interaction with you, we felt that mutual interaction, and we felt we were co-creating those projects, not just you accepting to fund what we had proposed. And we feel that is a model to go forward with. And of course, our selection here should demonstrate our capabilities, not just as individuals, but also that as an organization, we are rich in talent and people who can actually come up with good ideas. I want to request that even those proposals that were not funded because of matter of numbers should be looked at, because they present another opportunity for funding for us to deliver bigger results. And DG and your team and the House at large, on that note, the PIs have committed, have promised to deliver impactful results. Results that are going to generate tangible evidence, evidence that will not only make the government feel that this was the right investment, but also to use us globally as a reference that climate change can be tackled through such innovations. And we believe this will be a good result from us, apart from feeding our population, taking care of the health of the earth, which the team has proposed to deliver. We want to deliver that this is just, we want to promise that this is a stepping stone for us for bigger and more collaborative projects to come, because our results will be used for evidence to justify that. We also want to promise that, DG, you know, when you look at me, I go back to the and the teaching of the church is linked to the tenfold strategy that we talk about. If you read in the Bible, the talent, the parable of the talents, it's something that the PIs are feeling embedded with. And we want to use these projects as talents that you have given us to multiply results for you, for us as an organization, for us as a country. And on that note, we pray that we work this together with you as a team, because, Okana, you said we should go fast. But we fear that if we go fast, we may not go far. We want to walk fast, but not run fast. Walk fast in the sense that we want to give reality of time, that even though we lost time, the team may still be given the reality of time check to have their work, proposed work implemented. And we believe if we work together, we can achieve together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Indeed, when we work together, we'll go further. And if you're wondering what the projects are that they're going to be implementing, I want to refer you to the abstracts booklet for those projects. But as you read it, please consider a change in the principal investigators. You could just black highlight those areas, but the rest of the information remains as it is. The project title, the project, and then the project summary. Those stay. However, for the principal investigators, there is a swap on those names. So I refer you, if you haven't gotten a copy of this booklet, we still have copies at the registration point. You would want to pick yourself a copy and move together with us as we implement the project. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite our next speaker, who is coming here to speak on behalf of the students. And to do this, please join me in welcoming Wamani Sam, speak on behalf of the PhD awardees. Let's give him a round of applause. This must be his most proud moment for now.
Good morning. My name is Wamani Sam, as the MC has alluded, and allow me to stand on the existing protocol as well. I'm extremely honored to give remarks on behalf of my colleagues, the students, and just to demonstrate how real climate change is. About this time, several years ago, this place would be greener than this, thanks to the consistent, predictable rains. But as you can see, things are changing. It's now warmer, it's now drier, and that is the testament to the reality of climate change. It's at this moment that I request you to allow me extend our appreciation to the management of NARO, our mother ministry, MAIF, for always aligning research priorities to the most pressing challenges like climate change. And of course, to our beloved partners, the World Bank, for ensuring that this is not just a dream, but a reality. As I take my seat, we know the stakes are high, the expectations are immense, but as students, we are more than committed to deliver beyond our expectations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for speaking on behalf of the students, and wish you the best of luck as you undertake your master's and PhD studies. Ladies and gentlemen, the contingent of students has been drawn from different entities, district local governments, and allow me sample you a little bit of where we are getting these students from. We have students from Gomba district. Are you here? Chigude Moses. Did he make it? But he's one of those. That's for masters for now. We have from Butaleja district. Is our student from Butaleja here? There he is. Good to have you here. We have a student from Tororo. Student from Tororo. Etiang Rogers, is he here? Okay, there he is. And then we move to Kalaki. Student from Kalaki district. Are you here? There he is. Then we go to Bukedia. Who is from Bukedia? Are you here? Ekusai. Ekusai Stanley is not here, but that is Bukedia. I'm taking you on a nationwide tour. Then we move to Nyoa. Oloya Lawrence. Is he here? There he is. Let's give him a round of applause. Because of time, allow me jump to Ntoroko, the other side of the country. Komhanji, are you here? Aha. Okay. That is Kule. Good to have you here. Ntoroko has 2 of them. Then Rukunjiri. Are we here? Very good to have you here. Then I'll take you to Nakasongola. Our student from Nakasongola, are you here? There she is. Good to have here, Sharon. Then, not forgetting my region, West Nile, Nebi. Abukul, yes. Nelson, good to have you here. And Chiriandongo, are we here? There he is. Good to have you here. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see our representation is across the country. Like they said, the names are many, and I'll not go through them, but what you should know, we have a very good nationwide representation on this project. And I think that is what our people yearn for. Projects that are representative of every region during implementation. I want to thank you. This juncture, may I take the honor and privilege to invite the representative of the World Bank to come and speak to us. Ami, you're most welcome. Let's give her a round of applause. Very committed to the implementation of this project, always giving guidance. We appreciate you so much. Just know we treasure the effort you have put into implementing this project successfully. Ami.
Thank you very much. First, big congratulations to everyone, both those who are reviewing the projects, but also those who got award. So congratulations. And welcome to Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project family. This is a unique project. It's one of the biggest, not in the region, but in the whole continent. it has a potential to bring a fundamental change into the agriculture sector, which especially in Uganda has such a big unlocked potential. And I think the research and innovation is the foundation of the change. Every time when I'm coming to Naro, I'm impressed with innovation and excellence that is happening here. And we are very happy and proud to contribute further into enhancement and foundation of this change. One of my key messages will be today that this interaction should not stop here. You shouldn't get awards and isolate yourself in your studies, but be part of the project. If you do a research related to the field, look in the districts of Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project. Link your research with the beneficiaries. If you are doing research that is listed in one of these 24 awarded CRGs, explore if you can contribute through your master thesis research and be part of the ecosystem. The uniqueness of this project that it brings together so many important institutions working within agriculture sector, that it creates an enabling ecosystem for us to thrive together in integrated ways. You saw the project coordinator from Naro, Ms. Damalia. You saw the leads of the value chains. Don't be shy, reach out, communicate, create community of practice together. Especially for the student, it's so important to be part of this community, to exchange ideas, look on each other, designs of the studies, the research, and we will be happy periodically to meet, to learn about your studies, successes, facilitate further the engagement through the project. So big again, congratulations, and we are looking forward to hearing about the results of the research and also hearing about the graduation of the students. Thank you.
Let's give her another round of applause for that very, very wise counsel delivered there. At this juncture, I now take the privilege to invite our next speaker, who is representing the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture, and that is Commissioner Dr. Henry Nakalet Opolot. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you, MC, the Director General Naro, our host, and the World Bank team. Allow me to ride on the established protocol. And rather say good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture and More Industry and Fisheries, Major General David Kasuracho Mukama, who would love very much to be here today, but he couldn't due to other commitments. So I'm here as Henry Nakalet Opolot, Commissioner Agriculture Extension substantively, on behalf of the PS, not the General, because I don't have the ability to represent a General. So this is really to say I welcome you all, and again, congratulations to all the awardees. For the competitive research grants and then the MSc and PhD scholarships. I think I'm lucky to represent the PS today because otherwise I wouldn't have said what I wanted to say, so I take that opportunity to say that we have had many development projects in the past supported by the World Bank, and apart from EAP and ATAS, we had ACDP, we had the resilience project and also the nutrition project, but they all did not have elements of research or student scholarships. And we thought a lot of data went to waste. A lot of information was not documented properly. And sometimes we thought when you design a project and you have M&E units that will document everything, we realize doesn't happen. We would write our activity reports, but not critically thought information. So in designing the climate smart agricultural transformation project, we thought this gap should be filled. And other than filling that gap, we thought they would need to train new scientists for tomorrow. And more so in the changing times of climate change. And we had the opportunity to engage the World Bank to accept that especially the academic research scholarships be included in this project. Colleagues, it was not a straightforward agreement by the World Bank. And it took a lot of discussion until one afternoon somewhere in the bushes of Amuru, and they said, okay, let's give it a try. And this one really goes straight to the representatives of the universities, the vice chancellors. The World Bank was resisting including scholarships, not because of any serious technical reason, but they simply said, no, students don't finish in time. The project closes and the student is far from finishing. And therefore, the scholarships don't end up contributing to the project development objective. And somehow I felt bad. I felt bad that we were being assessed and denied opportunities on actually things that we can do. So, luckily we were there with some university professor, and I said, Professor, have you heard this? And he said, well, we can change. And I think all through the discussions we agreed that we're going to change and make sure we don't lose these opportunities for us to train our human resource. And to the competitive research grants, we now know that, yes, you're committed to delivering problem-solving action research that is really relating to improving what has already been said in our agriculture. And therefore, it has already been reiterated to the students. We congratulate you, and we know you'll do your part. There's certainly no reason whatsoever, besides your health, that will now delay you from finishing your degree in time. As we said, if a master's is 2 years, the project has provided the funding for 2 years. If a PhD is 3 years, the project has provided support for 3 years, not more. Of course, while interacting with some people in universities, they're saying, but also, you know, some students, they could have already enrolled, they have been there, but now when they get the stipend, they get other ideas. Others have been waiting to wed, and the stipend becomes part of contributing to the wedding. Others are having other business proposals and they've been lacking capital, and that money gets diverted. Colleagues, it will be very embarrassing. We would actually say, kindly try to pack those ideas and finish with your studies, because it's time-bound. It is time-bound. As a ministry, and NARO has already said, we really promise not just to support, but even closely monitor. Closely monitor. You know, just up to now, we are still in a supervision mission by the World Bank. So the World Bank comes every 6 months to see what is happening, the progress, and therefore, we shall equally be doing this every 6 months to see that we are progressing. We are progressing. And I know there are some people here who know. I think I was also lucky to having gone through the hands of one very serious professor, which I think Dr. Bua here knows. And Makere, that people dread now. I actually finished my master's in 18 months because of that kind of strategy. So it is really possible that we will put all strategies in place, the PCU, Narrow, that we shall have these review meetings to really see. If you don't invite us to the universities, we shall invite you to the ministry and Narrow. Because this has to happen so that, because the success in these scholarships this time will open doors for more. So we shall have reason to be including these scholarships in the projects that we continue designing. So therefore, let's really see that this continues so others will again benefit. So without saying a lot more, I want again to say congratulations. And the CRGs, we really look forward to very impactful teams coming on, and to the student knowledge that is relevant to the development of the sector, even we are faced with the challenges of climate change, to enhance the livelihoods and incomes of Uganda. And your impact will go beyond only Uganda, but to the world. And therefore, this is the beginning of the journey we shall walk together, we promise. That because your success will be our success. And when you fail, we shall also be failing. And so we shall be going together. And just to remind you again about that professor, even if you met you on Kampala Road, he will say, "Where is my paper?" It's not greeting. He say, "Opolot, where is my paper?" So many times we even want to run away from him. That is what is going to be happening, especially with the students, with some of us, because we want us to walk and complete. Thank you very much. Congratulations again, and all the best.
Thank you, Commissioner, for those remarks. And ladies and gentlemen, to hammer that message home to the students, allow me to invite two special people for a minute to have a word of counsel for our students. And to do this first will be Dr. Julia Chigozi, who is here representing the Vice Chancellor, Makerere University. Let's give her a round of applause. Then we will also hear from a representative of the VC for Chambogo. But for now, Dr. Julia Chigozi.
Thank you very much. Our ministry leaders, leaders from NARO, the World Bank Group, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues from the various institutions, our dear students, a very good morning to you all. Yes, allow me to already stand on the protocols already observed in their depth. You may wonder why I'm speaking after the big guns, but I think they're making sure we commit ourselves that we are also going to do our job. So to you, dear students, I want to commit on behalf of the university, Makerere University. I've already heard that we have about 70% of the students. And our commitment to you is that we're going to ensure that we allow you to finish in the time that you should. There are various differences that have been made in the university. We have a new graduate handbook. I want to encourage you to read it. We are going to be ensuring that periodically students are always able to give updates on what they do, which is something that has been lacking. So for this new cohort, there are new things that you have to make sure that you do to ensure that you finish on time. The university is also going research-led, as you well know, so it's very important for us to take every opportunity that is happening in research to ensure that we have products that change Uganda. So we really, really want to thank the project teams, our funders, for this opportunity they are giving us to be a part of all this, to make a change in Uganda. And really, we assure you that we are committed as a university to ensure that this happens. With those few remarks, thank you.
The students, there you go. That is a word from the university itself. I bring you another word from the university itself, delivered here by Dr. Bua, the Vice Chair, representing the Vice Chancellor Chambogo. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think you also allow me to ride on the existing protocol. I will say three things. One, the primary goal of graduate training is basically to empower the promising student, underline the word promising student, to the skills of the disciplines. Now here we in agriculture, there are so many disciplines in agriculture. There's crop, there's animal, extension, name it. So if the student is not promising, that one we shall not drag him or her, because they say when you take a cow to drink water, you don't push it in the water. Now you are in a watering point which has been provided. You drink it, we take you there. Number two, as a supervisor myself, the first time I meet students, I tell them two words. One, I'm a driver. The student is the boss. You only need to tell me where you want me to take you. And my task there is to take you safely and then maneuver. If there's a jump, I will have to find the shortest possible way to take you there. So if you are a boss who doesn't tell me what to do, we come in a vehicle, then we start asking, where are we going? There you be sure we shall not move. So on behalf of Kiambogo University, I know we have two students. They have been in my class. I've already told them what to do. When we meet, the first thing is to have a roadmap. And our roadmap is to graduate in 2 years, if it is master's. And every other time, we have to engage. We report on the progress, which is required at every stage, to the department, to the faculty, and then to the Directorate of Research and Graduate Training, which I happen to be the acting director. So that one, we promise and pledge our support. One of the things which has been leaking or letting down these students actually is fund for research. When they come, they have saved their money somewhere to pay a semester fee of 1 semester. The second semester, there is no money. Then they start running around looking for fees. The Auditor General is blaming all public universities that we are keeping students in the system. We don't want to keep you. If it is 2 years, let it be 2 years. You get out. The commissioner in the Ministry of Agriculture here has said, we used to have somebody who is still around. He would not give you space. He would even find you time in the evening. You go somewhere, you relax. The first thing in the morning is asking you, where's my work? Forgetting the night before you were together. So I've also told students, I told them, I said, if you have not enjoyed your graduate training, there's nothing you are going to enjoy. Because immediately you finish, you are going to start going into the hustle of looking for money. Families, many other things. And many of us get stuck there. So on behalf of Kiambogo University, I think we want to echo what Makerere University has said, to provide all the conducive environment to enable you finish your work in a record time. If there is a challenge, DG with your team, we shall be communicating. I hope you give us the ear and the door, but don't keep quiet. When we raise it, come in, so that we work together and we don't let down the funder. These are taxpayers' money from somewhere, but they are investing on us. Why? I think they want us all to be somewhere like other people. Lastly, all of you have been following what is happening in the US. Trump says, go and develop your country. Who is going to develop Uganda if we don't build this capacity? I think we need to build this capacity for the next generation of leaders to come. As others go, I think others come to drive this country. So with that, we pledge and echo our commitment to make sure that we don't disappoint you. Because I'm sure we have been working together. Let's keep that spirit of collaboration, and then we build this country together for God and my country.
Thank you, Dr. Boy. Another round of applause for him. We have been told that the process to sieve out and vet these applications was tedious, rigorous, and took much effort. It's now my honor to invite one of the reviewers who went through this process, Dr. Cyprian Ebong, to come and speak to us about the process and give a word of counsel to the beneficiaries. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you, Master Ceremony. When I came, I didn't expect to say anything. But if the Holy Spirit is there, I'll say something wise. And in order to avoid making mistakes, let me start first also on protocol already observed. Let me thank NARO through their Director General for inviting me for this award. When I saw the invitation, I said, now what have I won? Yeah? But I said, let me go and see. So I came. I want to thank the Grant Office for the confidence they have given me. I also want to thank the MC for skipping one thing, the introduction. Because I was wondering, if I'm told to introduce myself, whom am I going to be? But I have not missed it all. To the World Bank, I think the idea of NARO was championed by World Bank. That was around my time. And we have gone through several reforms, and the idea of competitive grants actually was birthed during that time. I'm very happy to see that that consecutive grant has gained the momentum that it was supposed to be. And I see that it has becoming stronger and stronger every time. And it has enabled us to filter out the best. The crop of neuroscientists that we have now, I must say, are very good. I think we started NARO with less than, is it 5 PhDs? Now I can see many of them. And I think the sky is the limit. And it's through this type of process of putting challenges for people to invest in intellectual capacity development is the reason we are now going to. I'm happy that this particular one has taken another twist. At that time, you get your degree and you hang, nothing else. But this one said, no, we want we want a product. Besides the certificate you get, you want a product. And I think that is one word every awardee, student or non-student, must take into account. We want something which will be used by the consumers in Uganda and maybe beyond, but it will be, number one, a product. So I think you take it into your minds. As the permanent secretary say, if you had any other investment plan, pack it until you deliver this product. I want to say that to me this is a happy occasion. I think we reviewers were midwives. Yeah, we were midwives. You did your own job, you got pregnant, you came to labor. And we came here to make you deliver. Unfortunately, not everybody delivered successfully. So you count yourself lucky that you're one of those who delivered. Now you have a baby to nurture to maturity. With all those, I want to thank everybody and also say I submit. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cyprian Ebong. And if you're wondering who exactly he is, if you went to ResearchGate, an online portal for accomplished scientists, you'll find him there, listed as a very experienced, accomplished, and world-acclaimed scientist, researcher, and with a very rich profile in livestock nutrition. And also, he's been in this game for over 30 years. That's no mean feat, especially if you're dealing with a very complex subject like research, and for that matter, research in science. So Dr. Cyprian Ebong, we celebrate you and thank you for the contributions you've made thus far. Indeed, you deserved a moment at this podium. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been wondering what is going to be undertaken by our master's students, just to give you a quick peruse through what their research commodities are going to be, we have students who are going to research on coffee. We know how coffee is very important in our economy now, but most importantly, the challenges around coffee. It's good we have a project on this that is going to look at how we manage these pests and diseases that are disturbing some of our coffee varieties. But we also have students who are going to be doing soil management. We have students who are going to be undertaking studies in fish around stocking density and growth rate and survival. We also have students going to be doing some studies around black soldier fly. We know that this is now becoming a very prominent item in science in terms of its benefit to agriculture. We also know that we have students who are going to study some of the livestock tick-borne diseases. And they will be looking at diagnostic methods and prevalence of the common tick-borne diseases. But also they will look at the socio-economic aspects of agriculture. All these are very important in terms of the agriculture as is practiced now. They will also look at veterinary waste disposal. This is very important because many farmers don't know how to best do this, but also the veterinary professionals will benefit from this very much. And then the other challenge we have had is on feed for aquaculture. We are happy that there will be studies undertaken around this area in terms of innovation, how we do it, but also given the changing climate conditions, with a very live example of the current rain season we are in. We have not had enough rainfall as it should have been. Many farmers, if you did a survey, are crying out that the rains have not been sufficient. and many crops are drying out. So irrigation management will be one of the areas that will be undertaken by the students, but also around cashew nut. Cashew nut is growing in popularity across the region, and specifically on Ugandan market. Cashew nut is becoming a key crop. So some of the students will be undertaking studies around there. But also our very prominent crop, maize. This, if you talked about it, many farmers would give you an ear. We will be looking at distribution, resources, competition, and all those, the impact of Lantana Camara on maize yield. The farmers will be glad to learn that we are taking some studies in this area, but also season forecasting. So the studies will also be looking at that. And then climate modeling for resilience, which is very important. Agroengineering is another area the students will be undertaking to study. That's very important because we know that we are talking about mechanization of agriculture. And the farmers, I think the message has not sunk very well yet. Now that we have a study around this area, specifically develop a solar-powered food dryer. This is very important in terms of post-harvest handling, and which is a key challenge. But also soybean will be the other area they will be studying on. Cassava, very prominent crop in many families in Uganda. We'll be looking at various aspects of cassava in our country during these studies. But not to be left out in the digital drive, there will be IT in livestock as an area of study, but also water saving strategies. And then the other crop will be mango, where they will be looking at diversity, abundance, and management of mango pest in Uganda. Many of our farmers will be glad to learn about this. And then there will be an aspect of food science that will be studied, and they will be developing gluten-free substitute for wheat flour using sorghum, millet, and cassava flour. So the areas of study are indeed those that respond to the national interests, and we look forward to those areas. The PhDs are widespread in their areas. They will be tackling aspects on crop, fish, insects, agroengineering, socioeconomics and impacts, agriclimate, regenerative agriculture, food safety, very important. That is, I think, one area we need to give more attention, because we have, I thought, concentrated much on production and productivity, safety part of it, still lots of effort to be done, given what we see, how we handle food at our homes and in the marketplace. So there will be areas of interest to Ugandans, areas that will indeed advance our agricultural practice to fit the times that we live in now. Allow me just 1 minute, and when I return, we are going to be having our next speech, after which we'll be going into the wrap-up of this session this morning. But for now, allow me 1 minute, then I return. Sound. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take our seats. We're going to proceed now because our chief guest is arriving here. As the chief guest arrives, allow me to recognize that we have also received one of the reviewers. One of the reviewers for this process, Dr. Guloba, who is here with us. May I request him to stand up for recognition? Oh, may I request her to stand up for recognition? Okay. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, you will please join me as we welcome our chief guest, the Honorable Minister who is arriving and joining us to preside over this commissioning ceremony. Arriving now is the Honorable Minister of State for Agriculture, Honorable Chaklaga Fred Bwino, joining us to preside over this occasion. Let's welcome him with a round of applause as he gets in here. Honorable Minister, we are very happy to have you here. He's being led through the process. Yes, thank you so much for standing up. Much appreciated. Being led here by the Director General NARO, Dr. Yona Baguma, and also Commissioner Dr. Henry Oplot Nakalet, and the Project Coordinator, Uganda Climate Smart, Engineer Okanya, as well as the Chairperson of the NARO Governing Council, Dr. William Olaho Mukani, and of course, Dr. Titus Alichai, the Research Director at the Host Institute where we are. Honorable Minister, you're most welcome to this occasion. I know that your schedule today has been very tight. Those of you who may not know, the Minister, I think, has already had more than 2 events running this morning. But we are very glad that he has spared time and made it to come here to officially commission these competitive research grants and scholarships. Honorable Minister, as you arrived, we had moved through our program and we were now at the tail end of it, where we are waiting to listen from you, your words of wisdom. But before we get there, allow me invite the Chair, NARO Governing Council, Dr. William Olaho Mukani, to come and speak to us, and also invite you to speak and commission these research grants and scholarships. Let's welcome the Chair, Governing Council.
Thank you, MC. Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Bwino, DG NARO, and your scientists, World Bank team, and all invited guests. Allow me to stand on existing protocol. In Uganda, we say protocol observed. Allow me, Honorable Minister, to first of all let you know that this day you are going to be commissioning our officers who have gotten awarded. We have 24 projects which have been awarded by scientists in NARO. To scientists in NARO. I think in NARO only. Also universities. That's right. 40 MSc students who have gotten awarded the grants for MSc studies. Out of those 40, I was not very happy. Only 7 are female. Although we clapped for NARO and they set up for awarding females, they didn't get a lion's share. They got I think a cat's share.
And we also have 23 PhD awardees, 23, of which 5 are female. The rest are men. So still, I'm not very happy with that gender imbalance. But next time, Naro, please, when you are doing this awarding, make sure that women are given a slight consideration. Slight consideration to the higher level. Because we have said that women are the key stakeholders in agriculture. We need to support them more. Honorable Minister, allow me to thank World Bank and the government of Uganda for the support to Naro. I remember when I joined Naro in 1996, we had the ARTP Project 1, where I also benefited. We have had ARTP 2, we have had EAP, we have had ETAS, and many other supports from World Bank. Thank you so much, World Bank, for the support, especially to agriculture. And keep up the spirit. Thank you so much. I want to take this opportunity in the interest of time to congratulate beneficiaries, the 24 scientists, and 40 MSc awardees, and those who are going to benefit from MSc studies, and 23 PhD beneficiaries. This is not a small achievement. I think consider yourselves to be very, very lucky or blessed. We as a council, governing council for Naro, we have been battling with the human resource, and especially to ensure that our scientists are equipped. As Nyerere said that before he passed on, in those years, early years, elimu ni nguvu, meaning that education is power. So when we get this support, we are very sure as a council that we are building capacity, enduring capacity for the future in the field of agriculture. So we are really thankful to World Bank and of course the Uganda government for coming to make sure that we strengthen the human resource in Naro. I know also we shall be strengthening other, as you have heard, the scholarship beneficiaries are also coming from districts. But this is strengthening agriculture. So for us as a council, as you know well, we don't interfere with the normal running of Naro, but we ensure that key issues like finances, like human resources, are properly managed. And in this particular instance, we have this money from World Bank. I want to assure World Bank and the government of Uganda that as a council, through my chair of Council of Finance and Human Resource, Kenneth, who is here. Kenneth, can you just wave again to the... He's a very tough chair in terms of finance and human resource. And I'm sure we are going to make sure that this money is properly used. We are also going to make sure that the scientists are really properly tuned to do what they are supposed to do. So allow me, in the interest of time, to look forward to great success of this project. I know we are behind by almost 3 years. Is it 3 or 2? 2 years, as the PI said. Students, and thank you, representative of the Vice Chancellor of Kyambogo. That is Dr. Boa. Yeah. Thank you for the words you spoke. In the past, supervisors were very slow, especially Makerere. When I joined Makerere in 1974, some people were on master's program for 7 years, masters. Until you had just to live in protest. That was not good. But Makerere has now improved, I'm sure. The university, Thank you, madam, for the assurance. We want to make sure that the universities really support the students, and the students work hard, deliver, so that this project does not, the money doesn't go for, we want to see value for money. So I appeal to the students to work hard. You can make it if the money is there. But the supervisors who are supervising the students, like my brother, Dr. Boa, we also want to appeal to you to work hard and guide the students. I have seen, I lectured in Makerere in private capacity, but I have seen some lecturers are not supportive. You leave students just to go on their own and don't guide them properly. It's not a good thing. Let us guide them, support them, and they finish in time. Supervisors, please. We as a council, we shall ensure that there's value for money, and we shall work together with Naro management, Naro Sec, to ensure that the project, the part of Naro, which is benefiting from this project, is doing well. So, on behalf of the council, allow me to thank, first of all, Naro and Minister of Agriculture for conceptualizing this project. Thank you so much, Naro and Minister of Agriculture. Allow me to thank World Bank and the government of Uganda for coming to support us. We stand together with you, and I'm sure we shall deliver. With those few remarks, Honorable Minister, allow me to say, for God and my country, I submit. And request the representative of the PS, Maif, who will come and invite the minister to open observing protocol for God and my country. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Laho. Honorable Minister, I take the opportunity again to welcome you and to assure you came on time for this activity. Today we are here, as you're aware, that through the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project, there are elements of research, specific research on to develop technologies that are responsive to the addressing the effects of climate change that we are faced with in agriculture. And the other component is the scholarships for MSc students and PhDs to be undertaken in the local universities here, with a bigger component going to Makerere University. And the students are drawn from across sectors in the country, including local governments and the Ministry of Agriculture, not only Naro. May I ask the students first to just stand up so that they see that you're present? All students. Aha. So they are the bulk of our people who are here today. And this time you can see some common faces from Ministry of Agriculture, in fisheries, in veterinary, in crop, going for PhDs. They want to be like some of us, which is very good. And we encourage others to compete as such. And then the MSCs, there are very many. And I'm happy that this time we really got from local governments. You know, sometimes people in local government can be forgotten. Then their qualifications become localized, and they never get to upgrade. So through this opportunity, we say, let everybody have an opportunity to go beyond and contribute to the development of the sector. Just as it has been recorded, we have all agreed, and the universities are here present, that for students, they have to finish in time. And the universities here represented by Dr. Chigozi, Makerere, and Dr. Boa, Chambogo, they are all committed. They will do their best to make sure, because we are under trial by our partners. Because they were saying initially that students don't complete their studies in time. So by the time the project closes, we can't check their contribution on the project development objective. But we've had a commitment from the university that this is going to be different, and we shall all be part of the process in monitoring and supervising to ensure they do complete, so that the ministry, NARO, and government at large will be proud of their contribution. And then for the scientists, they're going to do that really action-oriented, responding to the challenges that are existing in the sector. So with those, and those are the people who are going to be awarded today, they went through a very, very rigorous process. As I say, the research scientists, it is not enough to say I'm a scientist, I have a PhD. There are others who look through the work very, very rigorously. The PhD students have to go through interviews to really succeed. And Honorable Minister, the request is that for those who are in employment will be able to get to take off leave of their job so that they concentrate on their studies and really finish on time, the government having committed the resources for their training. With that brief, Honorable Minister, I take the opportunity and honor to invite you to come and address the gathering and launch the award processes. Honorable Minister, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much. You allow me to ride on the protocols established already in the interest of time. But before I make my remarks, allow me to try and understand the people in the audience. I've already understood that we have students here. They've stood up and I've seen them. But from what I read in the documents given to me, there's indication that we have people from the local governments. So may I request people from the local government, by show of hands or standing up, indicate your presence. Thank you. I thought that we have representatives from all the 69 districts, but apparently we have few. May I request those from the academic institutions present here to show your presence by either putting up your hand or standing up. Thank you very much. May I request those from the National Agriculture Research Organization present here to show your presence. Thank you very much. You make the bulk. And the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. Thank you very much. As we gather here today, I want us to know that this is a time that all of us are experiencing the harsh reality of a changing climate. And this is not only for Uganda, but it is for the whole world. This is a global reality. our farmers who form the heartbeat of our economy can no longer predict seasons the way our forefathers once did. I remember, I'm a very young person, but when we were growing up, when we were young, younger than what I am now, we could, with some degree of accuracy, predict the seasons. And I remember we even used to know the dates. You could say by such and such a date, you should be ready to plant. But that one is no longer possible. Rain is come late, and sometimes they never come. Pests and diseases emerge with a new aggression, and our fisheries, livestock, and crops are under increasing strain. These challenges are not just stories. These are realities. And they are affecting the food on our table. They are affecting the incomes in our households. And they are affecting the future of our children. It is against this background that the government of the Republic of Uganda, through my ministry and in partnership with the World Bank, is implementing the Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project. Looking at the thematic project intervention areas, this initiative is an appropriate response to the need to protect the agriculture sector and indeed protect the gains we have registered over the years. Government is strongly committed to the Climate Smart Project because it is anchored in the Sustainable Development Goals of ending hunger, reducing poverty, and controlling and confronting climate change. Each activity makes a contribution that takes us closer to achieving our targets in these goals. Today, today's event is highly significant because it is today's event is highly significant because we witness one of the most transformative components of this project, the launch of the competitive research grants and the awarding of scholarships. Taking a critical look, you will realize that this is an investment in ideas, an investment in solutions, an investment in the next generation of Ugandan scientists who will shape agriculture for decades to come. The 24 competitive research grants being awarded this afternoon represent hope in practical form. They support innovations that will help our farmers withstand the heat, the drought, and the floods that now define our climate reality. These grants would drive research into drought-tolerant crops that survive when the rain is delayed. Renewable energy technologies that reduce pressure on forests. Artificial intelligence tools that help predict pests and diseases before they strike. And the new livestock feed additives that improve productivity while lowering methane emissions. They will also strengthen our use of nature's own allies, the pollinators, the beneficial insects, the biological control agents, to build healthier agro-ecosystems. In a similar way, the 23 PhDs and 40 Master of Science scholarships are focused on the most critical climate-smart disciplines of animal genomics, reproductive technologies, waste management, aquatic biosecurity, soil fertility, plant breeding, post-harvest technologies, and many others. They will equip our scientists, extension workers, and research institutions with the knowledge and tools required to protect the gains and secure our agricultural future. Every beneficiary, whether a research grant recipient or a scholarship awardee, now becomes a player in Uganda's journey towards resilience. I can now address you directly, you, the beneficiaries. Your work will touch the lives of farmers in the different parts of the country, facing all sorts of extreme situations. In Karamoja, facing prolonged droughts, dairy producers in Nakasongola battling heat stress in the cattle, fish farmers in West Nile confronting emerging diseases, and households across the country striving for food security amidst unpredictable seasons. I congratulate each of you, and I urge you to approach this responsibility with dedication, integrity, and a deep sense of service to your nation. As government, we are committed to ensuring that this research does not remain in laboratories or academic journals. It must reach the communities. It must create jobs. It must improve yields. It must protect the environment. And it must build more prosperity for our people. When I said that I ride on the protocols, I included everybody, including the World Bank. I hope World Bank, you did not feel bad when I gave a blanket recognition. But I want in a special way to extend my appreciation to the World Bank for the continued partnership. Partnership with us as government, but also for the support. In the same way, I want to appreciate the Narrow Governing Council. I also want to appreciate the Director General of Narrow and all the scientists and the other staff in Narrow for for accepting to be the stewards of this program. And of course, I shouldn't end my remarks without thanking the project itself, the project coordinator and your team, the ministry, the entire ministry, including both the political and technical wings. We thank you because at least I know where we started from. I know what we went through. I know your input to ensure that we reach where we are. I don't know whether I'm going to launch by just saying a word or just a stroke of the hand, or I'm wondering how I'm going to launch this. Can I just wave my hand and then we say that I've launched? Or I just say a word and then it will be. By the way, I'm seeing people running around. It seems there is a symbol of the launch. I wonder why it delayed to reach, but finally it is here. And before I come to to perform that symbolic launch, I want to congratulate all the beneficiaries, and I want to plead with the Almighty God, that He grants that your work lights up the path to a more resilient and food secure Uganda. It is now my honor and privilege. Is there a pen or what? Okay. It is now my honor and privilege to officially launch and award the competitive research grants and scholarships under the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project. I hereby launch and award.
Very good. May I request the DG Naro, Chair Governing Council, World Bank team, coordinator, PS, to come and join the Honorable Minister at this moment.
What's the date?
Today is the 5th of December, 2025, sir. Please join the Minister on the podium. Please join the Minister on the podium. May I request Dr. Hilary as well and Dr. Damali to come for this moment, and Dr. Sudik Mugerwa kindly.
I don't know whether it was by design that the pen offered to us is faint. Is it a message or it is is it resilient enough? Is it because you are fearing to give me a red one? You use a red one. But the red one is even more, is even more faint.
There, the chair governing council is appending his signature.
Okay.
A round of applause.
Okay.
Aha.
World Bank.
World Bank.
Narrow. Academic institutions, beneficiaries, where are you? Local governments, where are you?
There is the DG Narrow. There we go. Dr. Docas, yes?
Yes. Red is good for you, but it's faint. Yes, how are you, my brother? Yeah. Thank you. Soka is fine. We are.
Dr. Ilkul. Okay.
Okay, so we shall continue, all of you, at your own time. You'll come and append your signatures. But in the meantime,
Honorable
I'm
Minister.
told there is another stage.
Yes.
So I'm not yet done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But at what stage will I have a photo with these people who have signed? I'm seeing them going
Those who
away.
have signed, please come for a photo moment
Are they
so that
going
you're
away?
done.
Yes.
Those who have signed, please come for a photo moment so that we are done with that. We can stand side by side.
They come. No problem. Okay. So let's have the around this.
Really? Carefully, carefully, carefully. Hold the stick behind. Hold the stick behind. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's have this photo moment now. We're also joined by the representative of the Vice Chancellor of Busitema University. A smile will be good, ladies and gentlemen. This is a huge milestone. The count of 3, 3, 2, 1, shot. Just one more time. 3, 2, 1, shot. Thank you so much. Honorable Minister will now proceed to hand over the Honorable Minister will now proceed to hand over yes. I'll hand over to Dr. Hilary now to take us through this moment.
Thank you so much, MC. Standing on the protocol, I just want further to congratulate all of you, the grantees and the scholarships. And I want to take this singular opportunity to support this moment where the minister is going to hand over the award letters to the 24 CRG grantees. So as I read your name, you come forward and receive from the minister your award letter. Yep. So I have the pleasure to invite Engineer Charles Mutumba to come forward and receive your award. In that, Engineer, you'll be followed by Dr. Godfrey Selemba. Congratulations, Engineer Mutumba.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is a huge milestone.
Followed by Dr. Godfrey Selemba, who is representative. Congratulations. Mr. Kawoya Ronald, get closer. You're next.
Please, the awardees stay here for a group photo. Let's stay here. Please don't go back.
All
Stay on the
grantees,
podium.
please stay behind for a photo much later. Dr. Sarah Namirembe, come closer. Dr. Sarah Namirembe, you are next after Mr. Kawoya. And Sarah, you'll be followed by Dr. Williams Esuma. So Sarah, you're most welcome and congratulations. Dr. Williams Esuma, be getting close. Williams Esuma will be followed by Dr. John Adrico. This is Williams Esuma, who gave a speech on behalf of all the grantees. Dr. John Adrico, I hope you're next. And Dr. Gabriel Damulira be following close. Dr. Gabriel Damulira will be next, and followed by Dr. Moses Diksoka. So this is Dr. Damulira receiving. Dr. Moses Diksoka, come forward, and followed by Dr. Isaac Chiyinji. Dr. Chiyinji is following next. Dr. Diksoka, congratulations. Dr. Isaac coming on stage and will be followed by Mr. Constantine Ondoro. Constantine Ondoro, as you come forward. Dr. Brian Babigumira, get close. Ondoro, please. Followed by Dr. Brian Babigumira. So this is Dr. Ondoro receiving the award. Congratulations. Dr. Brian Babigumira, please get up close. Followed by Dr. Brian Owesigire. Dr. Brian Owesigire, this is Dr. Brian Babigumira. Congratulations. Brian Owesigire, get close. Brian, please get close. Followed by Dr. Chloe Kemigabo, get closer. So this is Dr. Owesigire Brian receiving. Owesigire Brian. Chloe Kemigabo. Dr. Robert Mwesgwa, get closer. Robert Mwesgwa, follow Dr. Chloe Kemigabo. Robert Mwesgwa, or your representative, followed by Rachel Namuyomba. Rachel, where are you? The next will be Ivan Abaho, followed by Herbert Nachiende, followed by Laban Musinguzi, get closer. Herbert Nachiende, you follow Dr. Abao Ivan. Dr. Peter Akol, get closer as well. Dr. Okrut Samuel, be following in. That is Herbert Nachiende, congratulations. Laban Mosinguzi. And Dr. Okrut Samuel following suit. Dr. Diana Namayanja and Dr. Fatuma Nachiguri, in that order, get closer. Then Dr. Peter Beine, followed by Dr. Wilba Wambi. Is that clap for Wilba Wambi? Wilba Wambi, congratulations. And representative of Dr. Peter Beine. There he is, represented. And last but not least, Wilba Wambi here next. So those are the 24 CRGs. That's the last.
The chairman of the council raised a very pertinent issue. And we have discussed between myself, the project coordinator, who is here, the representative of the PS, Director General Naro, and we took a decision right there that the subsequent opportunities will take into account the government policy of affirmative action to the female gender. And we agreed to award, I think there's some guideline. Following some guideline, we shall award an appropriate addition to cater for that affirmative action. So please take note.
Okay, we will now have a photo moment. A smile is in order as directed by the Honorable Minister. If you don't smile, you'll be doing insubordinate. Okay, Honorable Minister, please step for a group photo with the master's students. Please, master's students, come. World Bank team, please step. Master's students, run very fast. You're still young blood. Aha. There we go. Affirmative action. The ladies in front. Okay, are we ready? Photography team? Okay. Let's follow guidance from the photography team. There we go. A smile. Please, this is an order. Smile. Uh-huh. Okay, Honorable Minister, just one more photo with the reviewers who are here. PhDs, oh, we still have the PhDs, please come. PhDs? Oh yes, oh yes. Some of them are already doctors, others future doctors. The only people that will be qualified to have the doctor affliction as guided by the National Council of Higher Education. A smile. Okay, we are done with that. The reviewers now. Lastly, the two reviewers who are here, kindly join the minister. May I request the vice chancellors to come and join this photo. DDGR and the other directors, please join in this photo. Yes. That will be our last group photo unless there is a group petitioning. Photographer team, please help us set up. Okay. There should be a smile. Just one more shot, then we go. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. A round of applause for everyone for this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, that brought us to the end of this occasion. But before we leave, we have lunch for everyone. Lunch is already set. You're all welcome for lunch. It's been a pleasure having you here for this occasion. I remain Frank Mugabi, Head of Communications at NARO. See you next time.